Hello everyone, I am Monica Rana. This is Himachal 365 and you're watching Hillquest News channel. Let's start with the headlines. First Delta Plus variant case of Himachal Pradesh found in Kangra. Himachal plans first jab to all by July end. After Kullu, traffic cop slaps tourist in Shimla. In Himachal, 75% of abduction cases last year involved schoolgirls. India records 46,617 fresh COVID-19 cases, daily infections under 50,000 for 5 days. Army jawan killed in gunfight during an encounter with terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir's Pulwama. Petrol jumped 35 paise per litre but diesel price remains unchanged. Former Haryana Chief Minister Om Prakash Chautala released from Tihar Jail. BSF opens fire after Pakistani drones spotted on IB in Jammu. Centre rushes COVID-19 control teams to 6 states facing high number of cases. SAD hold protests at various places in Punjab against power cuts. Now news in detail. First Delta Plus variant case of Himachal Pradesh found in Kangra. The first case of Delta Plus variant of COVID in Kangra district has been detected in the samples collected from the Indian Institute of Himalayan Bioresource Technology IHBT Palampur. CMO Dr. G.D. Gupta said that the sample was collected in the last week of May in Palampur. It belonged to a girl. The sample was sent for genome sequencing and the report received late last evening confirmed Delta Plus variant. Himachal plans first jab to all by July end. Himachal has set sights on vaccinating its entire eligible population with the first dose by July end. The entire 18 plus population is around 55 lakh. Depending on the availability of vaccine, we should be able to administer everyone with the first dose by July end, said the Secretary of Health Amitav Awasthi. The state has administered the first dose of around 33 lakh people and a little over 5 lakh have received both shots. Overall, over 38 lakh doses have been administered. After Kullu, traffic cop slaps tourists in Shimla. As the Himachal Pradesh government has opened its border to outsiders without the mandatory RT-PCR negative report, tourists from neighbouring states are heading in large number to Shimla, Kullu, Manali and Dharamshala. In such a situation, many are not flaunting the COVID-19 safety protocols but also the traffic guidelines. Moreover, when checked by the police, they resort to arguments. One such case has come to light from Shimla, where during an argument, a traffic police officer lost his cool and slapped the tourist. The incident took place near the Victory Tunnel in the state capital and a video of the same has also gone viral. Here some traffic cops directed a car to stop but the driver did not stop. Later the cops chased the vehicle and intercepted it. They then issued a challan to the driver for not following the traffic guidelines, according to the Superintendent of Police SP Mohit Chawla. In the clip, 2 youths can be seen standing outside a car and arguing with the policeman. In Himachal, 75% of abduction cases last year involved schoolgirls. At least 344 cases of abduction were registered in Himachal Pradesh last year. Of these, 283 cases were analysed by the authority. A perusal of the matter revealed that a majority of the cases were of elopement, but FIRs were registered for kidnapping or abduction. Also, in several cases after the girl was rescued or returned home, parent filed a complaint under social pressure. Sharing the data with department officials, the Director of Higher Education Amarjit Sharma has directed them to conduct awareness campaigns to sensitize the girls and file the action taken report. India records 46,617 fresh COVID-19 cases, daily infections under 50,000 for 5 days. India on Friday recorded 46,617 fresh cases of coronavirus disease, registering less than 50,000 infection for 5 consecutive days. Data from the Union Health Ministry showed. The fresh COVID-19 cases have taken India's cumulative tally of infection to 3,4,58,251. In the last 24 hours, India also recorded 853 deaths. So far, 4,312 people have succumbed to COVID-19 in the country. Army jawan killed in gunfight during encounter with terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir's Pulwama. An army jawan was killed in an encounter with militants in Pulwama district of Jammu and Kashmir on Friday, police said. Security forces launched a cordon and search operation at a Hanjan village in Rajpura area of the district following information about the presence of militants there, a police official said. He said the search operation turned into an encounter after militants opened fire on the security forces, who further retaliated. One soldier was injured in the initial exchange of firing with militants, the official said, adding that the jawan succumbed to his injuries at a hospital. He said 3 to 4 ultras were believed to be trapped in the encounter. Petrol jumped 35 paise per litre, but diesel prices remains unchanged. State-run fuel retailers raised petrol prices by 35 paise per litre after a gap of 2 days, but spared a diesel price hike, thus decoupling the synchronous movement of the two fuel rates for the first time in the last 60 days. The 33rd price hike in about 2 months has made petrol costlier by 8.76 per litre since May 4, a day after results of 5 assembly polls were declared. Although diesel rates remain unchanged, it rose by 8.45 per litre in the previous 32 rounds. Former Haryana Chief Minister Om Prakash Chautala released from Tihar Jail. Former Haryana Chief Minister Om Prakash Chautala, who was serving a 10-year prison term in a teacher recruitment scam case, was released from the Tihar Jail here on Friday after completing due formalities, prison officials said. The 86-year-old Chautala, who was already out on parole, reached Tihar on Friday to complete formalities, after which he was released from jail. BSF opened fire after Pakistan drone spotted on IB in Jammu. The Border Security Force BSF on Friday opened fire on suspected Pakistani surveillance drone after it tried to venture into the Indian territory on the international border, officials said. The drone was spotted by the alert BSF personnel in Arnia sector on the outskirts of Jammu around 4:25 am. The official said the suspected drone returned to the Pakistani side when the border guard fired half a dozen rounds to bring it down. Center rushes COVID-19 control team to 6 states facing high number of cases. The central government on Friday rushed a COVID-19 control team to 6 states facing a high turnout of cases. The teams were sent for urgent control and containment measures of the coronavirus disease cases in these states, an official release stated. The 6 states where the central teams were rushed are Kerala, Arunachal Pradesh, Tripura, Odisha, Chhattisgarh and Manipur. The 2-member high-level team of these states consists of a clinical and a public health expert. The teams have been dispatched to the states on an immediate basis. They are expected to monitor the overall implementation of COVID-19 management, especially in testing, surveillance and containment operations. The team will also ensure COVID-19 appropriate behavior and its informants, the availability of hospital beds, sufficient logistics including ambulances, ventilators and medical oxygen, as well as COVID-19 vaccination progress. On monitoring the situation, the teams will also suggest remedial actions on public health activities to the respective state governments. SAD holds protests at various places in Punjab against power cuts. Following the power cuts in Punjab, Shiromani Akali Dal SAD on Friday held protests at various places in the state, mocking the long power cuts. SAD workers led by former Minister Daljit Singh Chima distributed hand fans in Roper. In Zirikpur, local MLA N.K. Sharma led a protest by the resident against the power cuts at Baltana. So this is all for this time. Stay connected and keep watching Hillquest News channel. Thank you.